Welcome back to Book Blast, the channel where we break down the world's greatest books so you don't have to. Today we're diving into one of the oldest and most influential epics ever written, the Odyssey by Homer. Whether you're a student, a lifelong learner, or just curious why this book keeps showing up on school reading lists, this quick but comprehensive deep dive will give you the key insights. Part 1. Overview and Themes. Let's start with the basics. The Odyssey is an ancient Greek epic traditionally attributed to Homer, likely composed in the 8th century BCE, though its origins may be older. It picks up after the Trojan War, following the hero Odysseus and his long perilous journey back home to Ithaca. While Odysseus fights to return, his wife Penelope holds down the fort, fending off suitors, and his son Telemachus searches for news of his father. The story begins in the middle of the action, or in medias res, with Odysseus trapped on an island by the nymph Calypso. What follows is a series of incredible adventures, blinding a Cyclops, resisting the hypnotic pull of the Lotus Eaters, avoiding the deadly sirens, navigating past monsters like Scylla and Charybdis, a choice between two evils, losing some crew to Scylla, or risking all in the whirlpool of Charybdis, and even visiting the underworld to consult the prophet Tiresias to learn his fate. After 10 years at war and another 10 at sea, Odysseus finally returns to Ithaca, defeats the suitors, and reunites with his family. Themes. Hospitality, xenia. A key Greek value. Treat guests well or suffer the consequences. Violating xenia brings doom, like the suitors exploiting Penelope's hospitality. In contrast, Alcinous's generous hospitality in Phaeacia ensures Odysseus's safe return. Loyalty. Penelope and Odysseus remain faithful, despite 2 decades apart. Cunning over strength. Odysseus wins by outsmarting enemies, not overpowering them. Divine intervention. The gods constantly intervene. Athena aids Odysseus, while Poseidon vengefully obstructs him. Zeus occasionally mediates these divine clashes. Identity and disguise. Odysseus conceals his identity multiple times, exploring what defines a person. Historical significance. This poem wasn't just entertainment, it reinforced social values and explained the world through myth. Ancient Greeks saw their ideals reflected in Odysseus: cleverness, endurance, honor, and piety. It also shaped Western storytelling. The hero's journey, character archetypes, and nonlinear storytelling all trace roots here. Part 2. Timeline and Characters. Here's a quick timeline of major events in the Odyssey. The epic begins with Odysseus trapped on Calypso's island, but through flashbacks, we learn of his earlier adventures, like blinding the Cyclops and escaping the sirens. Let's rewind and follow Odysseus's journey from the start. Odysseus departs Troy, raids the Cicones in Ismarus, temptation by the Lotus Eaters, traps and blinds, Polyphemus the Cyclops, gets a bag of winds from Aeolus, loses ships to the Laestrygonians, stays a year with Circe, visits the underworld to consult Tiresias, escapes the sirens, Scylla, and Charybdis. Crew kills Helios's sacred cattle. Zeus destroys their ship. Odysseus washes up on Calypso's island. Rescued by the Phaeacians, he tells his story. Returns to Ithaca in disguise. Reunites with Telemachus. Slays the suitors. Reclaims his throne and reunites with Penelope. Character arcs. Odysseus grows by tempering his pride with humility, learning that even cleverness has limits. Penelope, the symbol of loyalty and wit. She delays remarriage with clever tricks, including unweaving a funeral shroud each night to stall the suitors. Telemachus grows from passive youth into a confident, active heir. Athena, the divine helper and symbol of wisdom and war strategy. Poseidon, the main antagonist who punishes Odysseus for blinding his son, the Cyclops. Part 3. Modern relevance and pop culture. So why does the Odyssey still matter? Because we keep telling its story. The Simpsons parodied it in the episode Tales from the Public Domain, with Homer as Odysseus. O Brother, Where Art Thou? Is a modern, loosely inspired retelling by the Coen brothers. It echoes key story beats like the journey home, a blind prophet, and even a symbolic cyclops, Big Dan Teague, a one-eyed Bible salesman. Finding Nemo. Like Odysseus, Marlin faces monsters and allies to reunite with family. Interstellar. The parallel is poignant. Cooper crosses space and time, much like Odysseus is lost for years, driven by the hope of return. Cooper's time dilation parallels Odysseus's aging. Both miss watching their children grow up. The Mandalorian echoes Odysseus's lone wolf journey through hostile lands. Percy Jackson books bring Greek myths, including the Odyssey, into the 21st century. Even Rick and Morty plays with the hero's journey structure, often parodying its tropes. These stories reflect Odysseus's trials: perseverance, cleverness, facing the unknown, and staying true to your mission. Whether you're facing finals or just love epic stories, the Odyssey is more than ancient homework. It's the blueprint for adventure storytelling. If you found this summary helpful, give us a like, subscribe, and let us know what book you want us to tackle next. Until then, keep turning pages. This has been Book Blast.